everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Jennifer Thomas, pianist, violinist, composer, and Yamaha recording artist. I've got another fun tutorial for you guys today, but first, if you wouldn't mind taking a second and subscribing to my YouTube channel and clicking that little bell button so that you can stay informed of future piano tutorials as well as my other content such as official music videos, vlogs, and behind the scenes. As always, you can find all of my sheet music on my website, jenniferthomasmusic.com, in digital PDF downloads, physical songbooks, digital songbooks, and you can also find a portion of my catalog on musicnotes.com. I do compose and transcribe all of my music, so don't be a pirate and please download a legal copy of the sheet music. Okay, if you're new here, just FYI, the first half of this video is sort of a mini piano lesson where I go over fingering technique and other questions. And then the last half of the video is where you can see the overhead shot of my hands playing the full song, as well as seeing the MIDI score coming down. So a big thank you to everyone who watched and enjoyed the last tutorial for Requiem for a Dream. We are now up to tutorial number 5 of my tutorial series. So far in this tutorial series, I have covered some of my most popular songs as well as the most requested songs from you guys, which for the most part have been somewhat difficult to tackle. Also, the last 2 tutorials were cover songs that I've arranged, and so today I wanted to keep it a little more simple and do one of my original songs that is less complicated. It's a great intermediate song for pianists, and it's called the Red Aspens, and it's from my 2007 debut album, Key of C. So, funny story about this song is I wrote it because I went on a drive through what is known as the Aspen Loop in Utah, and it's this gorgeous drive where you can drive through the mountains and you can see all of the leaves in the fall turning color on the trees. And I was particularly taken with these gorgeous trees with red leaves on them. I just thought they were so beautiful, and I ended up writing this song, and it was all inspired from this drive that I took, and I called the song the Red Aspens because I thought they were aspen trees. Well, little did I know, a while after I released the album, I found out that there's actually no such thing as a red aspen tree. I guess it goes to show that one should probably do their homework and research before naming their song. However, music is an art form, so I guess technically if I wanted the trees to be red aspens, they could be, right? Because it's arts. This song originally appeared on my 2007 debut album, Key of C. However, on the 10-year special anniversary edition of the album that I released in 2017, I decided to orchestrate this song, and so there is a bonus track of the Red Aspens that is also orchestrated. Either way though, the song works great as a solo piano piece, and so with that being said, let's get to the piano lesson portion of this tutorial. Okay, so at the beginning of the song, we have these long half notes that are supposed to sound like leaves slowly falling to the ground. And I like to do a long crescendo that leads all the way up to measure 9. And then from measure 9 to 36, you have what is the melody of the song. And the right hand carries this simple melody all the way up until measure 37, where we have our first introduction of some 16th notes right there. As you can see, I did this kind of like swell motion right there. Okay, and that kind of gives a little hint of the drama to come in the song. So right there at measure 52, we have another pattern situation going on. If you guys remember in my previous tutorials, I talk a lot about recognizing patterns in music. And our pattern here goes like this. Raise your hand up. There's your pattern. And then the full 2 measures go like this. Right there, it leads up into this section at 55, where you have a lot of 16th notes, but it has a little bit of trickiness to it, and this is really the only part of the song that might be a little bit difficult, and so I want to help you with that right there. So at measure 55, we have these groups of 4 16th notes. And naturally, when you have a group of 4 16th notes, you want to put the emphasis on the first note of the 4. However, this pattern here is actually in groups of 3. And so it has a triplet feeling, even though you're playing groups of 4. So to show you what I mean, here are the groups of 4. That's played with absolutely no accent whatsoever. However, we are going to put the accent on every 3rd note, which sounds like this. Except for the last 2 notes of the measure, you hear the accent on 1 and 2, whereas the rest of the measure is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, and 2. You see the difference there. And then split up the triplet rhythm of the right hand with the left ends up sounding like this. Okay, the last little thing I want to cover with you is at measure 66. We have this run in the right hand that cascades down, and the fingering right there is a little bit tricky. And I just want to show you how I play that right there. So in the right hand, I do a fingering of 4, 3, 2, 1. And then I lift my hand up. And then I extra lift my hand up again. And that leaves your hand in a position all ready to start at measure 67. Okay, and so the rest of the song here from measure 71 to the end is actually the exact same as the beginning, and it ends the same way that it starts, with those half notes that sound like falling leaves coming down. Quite simple. So in general, the song is pretty straightforward. It's just the sections that have the really fast 16th notes that have that triplet rhythm. A really fun song to learn, and I hope that you enjoy it. And that's it for the mini lesson. So next we are going to get to the overhead shot of my hands playing the full song, as well as the MIDI score coming down. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and don't be shy. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up for this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, I thought I heard the fly. Yeah. There is a fly in here, and it is very loudly buzzing. Tutorial for Requiem For a Dream. So far in this series, in the first 4 tutorials, so far, it's really great for intermediate I don't want anyone to just do this.
I'm sound checking.
I just smashed my finger. I'm Jennifer Thomas, pianist, violinist, composer, and Yamaha recording artist. Let's do that again.